Hi everyone, and welcome to my little episode of this MK3 Cabriolet restoration project. I'm Jules, and the whole reason I'm doing this is because through my journey of restoring this Golf, what started out of just me recording little snippets of videos and taking photos to remember how to put everything back together has turned into, I started making a bit of a vlog about it, and then I'm like, you know what, I've watched so many YouTube videos, I've watched so many things learned so much from YouTube that I thought I'm just going to do my own and give back to the community a little bit. So hopefully some people out there will watch this and hopefully get something from it. You know, if you don't enjoy watching, then hopefully you'll learn something new. Just a little bit of background from myself. I'm not a mechanic. It's not my trade at all. I've always loved cars, and I got to a stage where I wanted to rebuild an engine. I was like, do you know what? I don't know how an engine works properly. I want to buy one and I want to strip it down and rebuild it. I even looked at those little model engines that you buy for like £600-700 that you can rebuild. And then from that, started looking on Gumtree for engines, and I was like, actually, if I'm going to buy an engine, why don't I just buy a car that's going to be scrapped, and then it doesn't matter, I can tear it down and sell the parts. So then I led on to that, which led me to find this Golf on Gumtree, originally for £600. I messaged the buyer and asked them about it, is it still available, that sort of, the normal, yeah it is, and then I just left it at that. And 2 weeks later, I was thinking, no, I do want to do something. So I went back on Gumtree, and it still hadn't been sold. So I said to him, I'm really sorry, I've probably messed you around, but can I come and have a look at the car? And he said, yeah, of course you can. So I went to have a look at the car. It was laid up, like flat tyres. When I got there, he was charging the battery and all that malarkey, right? Anyway, we got it started. I took it, I drove it off the driveway, and it hardly moved. It was just like all these noises, and I was like, oh my god, this car is a bomb, an absolute bomb. My wife was waiting for me in our car, and she said, you're not buying that, are you? And then I was like, no, definitely not, it's too much needs doing. And then I got back, and curiosity got the better of me, I think, and I said to the guy, I'll give you 300 quid. And he said, no way. He goes, I can sell it more for scrap for that. He goes, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll do 400. So I was like looking at it, and I looked at the car, and I was like, I could do the wheels, could do that. That's probably about 600-700 quid. Car couldn't have been even further from the truth. But anyway, I thought, bollocks, I'll buy it. So I bought it and took it home and started stripping it down, and one thing led to another. So originally I was not going to restore this car fully. I was just going to see how it goes, just do some bits and then flip it maybe. But then as time went on and I was looking about it, I was like getting deeper and deeper in, and now I'm not fully finished with it yet. I'm about, I'd say, maybe 3/4 of the way through. I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do a full restoration. So like that's where I am now with it. Like I say, the car's not fully finished yet. This is sort of me talking from the future, obviously. I've already bought a car, I've already made lots of videos. So when I first started filming, it was for my own benefit. So like the quality's poor. I've been doing it on my phone, so like I'm in portrait mode, and like I'm not really talking, it's not talking to an audience, I'm just talking to myself. So like the footage is quite poor. So what I'm going to try and do with these episodes is, the first one will probably be a lot of voiceover, some scrappy footage of what I'm doing. I'll pick the best out and edit what I can to make it a lot more watchable. And then as the time went on, and I was like, hang on, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, and I'm going to put it on there, and hopefully someone will get some use out of it. Because I know when I was going into this, I was looking up things, and there's various people on there that do stuff, but not loads. It's saturated market, not saturated market, but it's a saturated topic on YouTube with other cars, but not so much the Mark III, and I can't see any on the Cabriolet neither, so this will be the first that I know of. And just on that, it will be everything, you know, from me taking the engine out to rebuilding the engine, respraying the car, and then putting it all back together. All this without me knowing what I'm doing, apart from learning from people on YouTube and picking things up along the way. So yeah, I'll hope you enjoy the series, and let's get into it. Here is the interior of the car, lovely blue, with the foil over the roof. That's there to protect the rain getting in from the massive hole that's in the roof. When I first got this car, I definitely wanted to change this interior. I wanted to change it for like white leather or something else, and as the time's gone on, I wish that I thought about it a little bit more, because the interior of the car is probably the thing that I've struggled with the most, so at the moment it's not changed, it's still the same colour. One of the seats has been ripped apart, and I've picked it all apart to be able to make new seats. I've tried to get into sewing, but the problem is one, I'm no good at sewing. Two, the machine I'm using is not really meant for like industrial large projects. It's just a home sewing machine, so it's not big enough, if you like. It's powerful enough, but it's not big enough. And the colour of the car, I chose to go with either a black interior or a white interior, and now I'm really regretting that, because either it's going to cost me a lot of money to replace all the interior, or the colour of the interior isn't going to match the colour of the car, and the car is now satin black, so it does need to be sorted one way or the other. Yeah, so what I'm doing here is just removing the seat. So basically lift those trims off and remove the bungs on those rails behind, and then you pull this little clip out, and then that releases the seat. And then what the best technique I found was to sit in the seat, pull the handle up and shift my weight back, and it just came off the runners, and then with that I was able just to pull the seat straight out of the car. I did the same for the passenger seat as well. So here I am removing the back seats. Well, there I was, rather. I didn't actually record it, not sure why, but you just undo the latch that's here from the boot. You just pull that, and then that back seat will come off, and then the bottom seats, you have to do the Allen keys in the front. There's like 2 bolts on each side, you undo them, and then there's latches just here and here, and then you push them back, and then that bottom seat will come up and come straight out. So yeah, I'm really going to glaze over these the interior removing, because the videos are really poor. They're good for me to be able to see where, you know, what I did, but they don't make very good content, and quite frankly I'm getting bored of watching them back myself. So, like, you know, just removing the seat belts, remove the headrest, and then once I removed that, then I just went on to removing the door cards, which were pretty straightforward. Just some screws in the side, pull them out, just watch out for the wires and things like that. This was the next day. Funny enough, I didn't take any videos of it with the roof up, so I'd never see the hole in the roof, which is quite large. But yeah, they're the bolts that I was on about, and there's a door card removed there on that side. So here I am just removing the other door card, just the little nut that's on top that allows you to put the cover over the roof when it's down the popper. There's 2 screws on the side here, one at the top, one at the bottom, which I'm undoing now. And then if I remember right, there's another clip in that bottom left corner, but I'm obviously attacking the speaker first. Oh yeah, there's 2 screws in there which come out, and then the door cards, when you lift them off, you just need to be careful because the wires behind it, they're like taped onto the door card themselves, and that's the speaker wire. And also mine had an extra wire which I didn't work out what it was, but I think it was like for the alarm system, so it was either going to the boot for the lock. If you open the door while the alarm's set, then obviously it would go off. I think so it was for a sensor or something. I wasn't quite sure. It was detached anyway, it was broken, so I don't know. I don't think this car actually, the alarm worked in it. Oh yeah, so the door cards just pop off, and then just behind now, hopefully I'm peeling it off now. So yeah, there's the wires. See, they're taped to the back of the door card, the speaker wires and the alarm wire. But once you remove them, then it just comes off easy. I'm pretty sure that's not Volkswagen standard there as well. Looks like aftermarket to me. Okay, remove ashtray, 1, 2 screws, and remove the gear stick. Yes, that's, yeah, like that. Oh, there we go, 2 bolts there. I'll undo them 2, and see what happens. So here I am, just removing the center console, which is pretty straightforward. 2 screws in the back and the 2 nuts underneath the gear stick knob, which I realised watching his back that I should have removed the bottom of the lever first and then unscrewed it. I think I just thought the knob would unscrew and then I'd take the lever off after. But anyway, there's the 2 plastic bolts that was in the gear stick area to remove that trim. I did quite enjoy taking all the interior out. Actually, when I was doing it, felt, I don't know, it's just a bit of fun. There was just 2 screws that were underneath the front there. That's going very fast, showing you. Yeah, and then I got some pretty bad news. Hello?
Someone just crashed into your car.
What?
He's reversed into it, and so I took all his details, and he took mine, and he's shaking, he said, oh, I'm so sorry and everything, and it's just on the bumper, but he said I've got all his details, his reg and everything, so if you want to go to the insurance company, you can, but he said his friend works at East Bilney Coach place where they do all this, and he said he'll get him to fix it for you if you out of the insurance, so it didn't cost a fortune. And I said that I would get you to call him and you can arrange it with him.
Okay. Is there much damage to the car?
I'll just send you a picture quickly now.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, he literally, I was up from him.
Yeah.
And he was reversing out of the spot. And
Yeah.
he hadn't left himself enough room. So he went to reverse back so that he could go out.
Yeah.
He just was obviously not looking what he was doing and just reversed straight into me. I'm sorry, I'm coming.
Yeah, so that was my beautiful wife. letting me know about the accident that just occurred, but it was nothing too serious. It was just a mark in the back of the Jag, nothing too bad at all. So anyway, as you could see, I did lose attention, which I do quite easily, and just carried on with the car. What I'm going to do now is these clips go for quite a while, so I'm just going to do like a little montage of pictures of different sections of the interior, and then the next video will be removing the wheels and the brakes and maybe the suspension and things like that. Okay, so taking the dash out, there's actually one more bolt down there that I missed just under the vent. I think you can see the hole for it, just that. And just to note the wires, so these clips here, there was still one little wire stuck in there which I managed to pull out now, and then I just noticed, just pulling it very gently, there's more wires up here that need to be unclipped, and I think more in the middle. So there's the interior pretty much out. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you got something from it, and I'll see you in the next one.